good afternoon and welcome to LCM TV. Of course, on lunch break right here on LCM TV, your favorite midday show, of course, where we get to bring you nothing but the very best of trending stories, and we get to break down all the headlines and make real conversations out of them. And of course, hear from you, our viewers, because your voice truly matters right here on this beautiful show.
And I am Josiah. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your lunch hour with us. Whether you are watching from home, work, school, or simply taking a break, we appreciate you being here. We have got a packed show for you this afternoon, from education and road safety to politics and a heartbreaking tragedy that has left many people talking.
Of course. So coming before that, of course, my name is Precious Piri and I am one of your hosts, of course, on lunch break. So coming up today, we have the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board recovers over 1 billion in student loans as repayment systems improve and discussions begin around expanding support to private institutions.
4 people, including a Prime Television head driver, survived a frightening 4-vehicle pile-up at SOS roundabout in Lusaka.
And of course, political campaigns continue to intensify as Tonse Pamozi Alliance candidates Emmanuel Mulenga takes his campaign to Yengwe Ward in Ndola Central, of course.
And a heartbreaking story after a 19-year-old boy tragically drowns while friends reportedly thought he was simply having fun in the water.
Of course. So those are just some of the stories that we're going to be discussing right here on lunch break. And of course, we're going to have Nedias, as usual, taking us through entertainment and sports right here on lunch break. So right about now, we're just going to take a quick break and stay tuned for you to be able to enjoy this beautiful segment of lunch break.
At LCM channel, we have great programs for all age group. 80% local content. LCM TV. Doing it the right way.
All right, so welcome back, of course, on lunch break. So our first story, of course, is coming from education and finance. Of course, the Higher Education Loans and Scholarship Board, HELSB, says it has recovered over 1 billion kwacha in student loans from former public university students between 2018 and 2026. According to HELSB Corporate Affairs Manager Chiselwa Kawanda, the recovery reflects strong compliance and improved systems aimed at ensuring beneficiaries repay their loans after school. What do you have to say about that?
No, you can start, then we'll definitely join in.
All right, so as we know, the HELSB basically just helps students in need pay their school fees from various public institutions. So moving on, the board says 789 former public university students have fully repaid their loans, which officials describe as a positive sign of accountability among among graduates. And of course, Helsby has also introduced more flexible repayment systems, including a 1-year grace period before repayments begin, as well as incentives for early settlements. And in a move as well, expected to improve accessibility, the board says it has digitized the application process to reduce barriers faced by students as well as parents. So we're talking about Helsby right now. And these people have helped a number of people in universities, specifically public institutions, no private institutions. But according to their statement, they said to say they're actually trying to look into them having to also introduce some of these loans to private institutions, like private universities. That way they're also able to access some of these loans and be able to be sponsored through school. Because we all know, guys, ivuta 30 pini, kani 30 chakuti, kani 20 chakuti pini per semester.
No, but it is good that the people who were helped with the same loans, they are able to pay back.
Exactly.
It would have been bad Sembeswadi Peter. So if they want to maybe extend it to end up my private schools, yeah, they should just bring up a strong structure where those guys are able, because I think and I feel it's different in my private and government schools. So
true.
I think it's a good idea where they even bring
initiative.
it to my private, but at some point they need to bring up structures, because they might end up again losing a lot of money, or they might end up again regaining because that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, 1 billion from a period of 2018 to 2026. That's a lot of money that they've actually been able to get
very
back.
much.
And there's still a lot more students that are being helped through this particular move from Helsby, where they're just giving loans to these people that are in need of them. It's a very good initiative.
Yeah,
and the fact that they've also introduced the digital system of applying for loans and all that and stuff, it has made it easy.
Yeah.
Because back then students used to struggle a lot in schools, where you have to start lining up. You have classes, but then wambo immediately pa line kwembekeza choktu uchite pereke mafomu uchite bwanje and all that, and the process would take so long, like it would take longer. But the fact that now they've digitized it, it's even better because it's easier. You just get your smartphone, you apply and all that.
It's
exactly.
It's very nice.
Very convenient, if anything.
And if Zambia continues to bring these digital platforms, I think it will be very easy and will definitely do a lot of things.
Exactly.
Because at some point, at least we know that when I apply, they accept me, they send it through email. I just go and pay. Maybe ku bank in line. But again, I feel like that using your phone.
I believe they do that. Do you even have to go to their headquarters when you're repaying back?
Yeah, because if you, for example, the way they brought up the passport application and stuff, if they call you for an interview, you that's
the only time you go there physically.
Then you pay. So I think for that they brought up a platform where you can pay.
But I think for them, it's a thing of where they actually just deduct directly from your salary.
Oh yeah.
So it's easier, because that one is even better because you are able to note, so okay, apamanje muntu, so it's a thing of them actually having details about each and every single individual who's gotten a school loan from them.
Oh yeah. So it's good because which is
it's a thing of where they also give you a grace period, actually. So they do give you grace periods from, in fact, 1 year grace period where you don't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
You don't pay anything for a whole year once you're done with school. Then after that year, that's when now you start paying back. And then they have also flexible installments, which is good. Because it's helping a lot of students out there. Not everyone can afford 30,000 to pay for a child through university. 4 good years of paying, and there are other fees as well. You get it? So it's not just you paying a 30,000 for school fees, but maybe there's accommodation, there's food, there's what. So they're able to help you cater for some of these expenses, which is a good thing.
Yeah, which is a very good thing, actually. They are doing a very good job, and they should continue doing the same thing.
They should.
Yeah,
they
but
definitely
then
have
the people that are being helped, ndiva mne vakufunika vakazichita, you know, vakazi, yeah, otherwise it's good.
It's good. Otherwise, guys, continue repaying those loans. That way they're able to help out other individuals out there who are trying to access these loans and go to universities and schools. And the initiative of bringing it as well into private institutions is a very good move and very strategic.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to actually hearing more from them, more updates from them regarding this move. Right about now, we're going to move on to our second story of the day. This story reads, in Lusaka, 4 people, including a Prime Television head driver, escaped death following a serious road traffic accident involving 4 vehicles. The incident happened actually, should be yesterday morning, around 10:30 hours along Great North Road at SOS roundabout. And of course, police say the vehicles involved, including a Toyota Hilux, a Toyota Crown, and a Hino Duro, is it Dutro?
Dutro, yeah.
Yeah, Dutro. And then we also had a Toyota Wish driver by Prime Television driver, Tafson Njovu, should be Mazinaya.
Yeah.
According to preliminary investigations, the accident reportedly happened after the driver of a Toyota Hilux failed to maintain a safe following distance and crashed into the rear of a Toyota Crown, of course. The impact then triggered a chain collision involving the other vehicles, while the Toyota Crown reportedly veered into the opposite lane and hit the Toyota Wish. So thankfully, police say the injuries sustained were minor and those affected were treated and later discharged from the hospital. So road safety actually remains a major concern in Zambia, especially in busy traffic areas where small mistakes can quickly become dangerous.
Yeah.
This has been a talk for quite some time. When you look at road accidents, we can talk about measures that some of these traffic officers can put in place. We can talk about what the government can do to make the road safer and everything. But as an individual, if you're just unable to follow those safety rules on the road, it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
There's little to nothing that that the government can actually do about it.
Yeah.
So you're seeing this where someone couldn't just maintain a proper distance in between. They just decided, oh, okay, let me, you know.
These same people, I think, in an accident, so often and a lot of them, I think, instead of them following the process of maybe them getting, like going to test and stuff like that, others, they are not even following that.
They're not.
So basically, like that happening where they are causing accidents and stuff like that, which is not supposed to be happening. For vehicles, those are a lot of cars.
It would have been very tragic, honestly speaking.
Those are a lot of cars for vehicles. And muntu mozi ndi arengesa mistake.
Because had it been that person just maintained a safe distance, things wouldn't have escalated to this point.
Yeah.
But because of that, we had a vehicle that veered off and, you know, got another vehicle involved into the accident and everything.
And
which is not good. No, ufuna chocha overtake, utamangira kwa uyenda. We all have important places to rush to. But then when you're on the road, try by all means to just be safe. That's what the problem is as well, where you find as an individual, for instance, Josiah, I'm driving on the road. I'm making sure that I'm following all the road the road rules that have been put in place. Then there will be you now, who's just reckless when you're on the road. I know I the fasting and involved.
Yeah, but
involved. And it happens sometimes in a case where it happens that you survive, we have an accident, you are the one who caused it, you survive and I die.
Yeah.
An innocent person.
And even much thing, you know where you're not rushing. You know that yes, you are late, but there are those things where you're just in a comfortable zone where pangono, enjoying the music, enjoying the lunch break here by OCM just so then uliche ya then chabwera manje chimbera na lunch break here by OCM busy. Yeah, so I think they should, people should always think of other road users. I think whenever you are driving, you need to have every time you are driving a vehicle, ufunga wankala ija ni question bwanji mutet, what if? So, when you have that, what if my friend was to do what I'm planning to do right now? How is it going to be?
Because both of us have the same line of thinking.
You get, what if my friend is thinking of overtaking 9 and 11 guns? So, at the end of the day, when you have such questions in your mind, like, okay, what if this happens? I think let me take it easy.
Let me just take
it because easy. What if my friend is thinking the way I'm thinking? Yeah, so I think every driver should have that that thinking or maybe that question in their mind, like, okay, what if this was to happen?
True.
It will help a lot of drivers.
It will definitely help a lot of drivers. But anyway, what's your take, guys, on this particular story? We've talked a lot about what authorities should do to make the road safer for each and every single driver, as well as pedestrians, of course, because they're affected one way or the other. Imagine in a case where you want to cross the road and someone just decides to overtake, and they not say, okay, there's a zebra crossing ahead, and of course you need to give way to pedestrians as well, so they're able to use the road safely. But then they decide to overtake or speed. So what do you think? What's your take on this particular story? So you can simply comment in the comment section down below. Just drop us a comment and we'll definitely reply to that. So right about now, we're going to take a short break, a short break actually, and we'll be right back and continue our beautiful stories right here on Lunch Break. Don't go away.
Governor Space every Thursday at 21 hours on LCM TV. We bring your leaders to account and explain things that they will do for you. Catch the discussion 21 hours on LCM TV. LCM TV, doing it the right way.
All right, so welcome back on Lunch Break. Of course, I'm your lovely presenter, Precious Piri, and I'm with
Josiah Mwansa here.
Of course, your two favorite presenters on the Lunch Break. Not two, but three. Of course, there's the third one who's going to join you guys in the entertainment segment as scheduled, of course. So you all know that here as a matter of fact, you should know by now that here at Lishima Classic Media, we don't just do television. Of course, we don't just do the lunch break. We don't just do news, but we offer various services. And these services are obviously going to be explained properly in details by my lovely host right here. Mr. Josiah.
Thank you so much. I wanted you to go on. Introduction.
No, you're most welcome, sir. Thank you as well.
So thank you so much for joining us. And as you all know, mkaniona China nishina bokamba pali Lishima Classic Media na veti machita. Yesterday we had a lunch break with the boys, and it was quite different because we spoke about Lishima Classic Media and what we do, what happens here at Lishima Classic Media, LCM. Yeah, so we do a lot of things. We are a branding company. We do brand cars, we do brand t-shirts, we do brand campaigns, we do develop websites. Timacha develop vambili che. Vilivonse vemungafuni. Yeah, so if you've got a company and your business is running well and you need a website, definitely contact us and tizavichaya mshemushe noti ma website yama AI timenya amene yokodinga ya mshemushe because we've got my IT people balipo chepano mamachaya. Make sure when they do it, definitely you never go wrong. Like we said yesterday, we'll definitely come back and just revisit and maybe show people what we do as Lishima Classic Media. So we do photography as well. We if you're having weddings, kitchen parties, anything that you would want to memorize, we do those things. We will take photos that would definitely be a memory that you never forget. So if you are having a chilanga mulilo, you are having whatsoever you are having and mfunama photos, we definitely do those things. And we have a 360, we have everything that you need as Lishima Classic Media. Just contact us on Facebook, Lishima Classic Media or LCM TV channel. You find us, or contact us on our website www.lishimaclassicmedia.com and we'll definitely respond to you. Thank you.
All right. So there you have it, everybody. Of course, we offer various services, as my colleague has explained. So whether you're a small business or a big business, you can just simply get in touch with us through those contacts that has been given right here on Lunch Break, of course, and we'll be able to get in touch with you. We can cover all sorts of events, of course, and we also do videography.
As a matter of fact,
exactly.
Yeah,
we do
stream live as
videography.
well.
We also do streaming as well. So if you have an event and you'd like to live stream it on social media or any platform that you'd want to live stream it, of course you can get in touch with us. If you want to shoot a production, a film, a movie, a video, a music video, anything, you get it. So you can just simply contact us using those contacts that have been given to you, and we'll definitely get back to you, of course. So right about now, we're going to move on to our third story, and this story, of course, is going to be led by your one and only Josiah, the best presenter, the best male presenter apparently we have.
So yeah, moving on to our political segment, if I would call it like that. Yeah, so Tonse Pamozi Alliance candidate for Ndola Central, Emmanuel Mulenga, today took his campaign to Yengwa Ward, where he interacted with residents and shared his message of development and leadership. Supporters reportedly turned out in numbers as Mulenga continued his campaign efforts, with many residents engaging directly on issues affecting their constituency.
Okay.
Nice one, huh?
Nice one. Because we're seeing campaigns. This is the time when now we need to start seeing campaigns intensifying. Our country dropped into the 60 day of countdown to elections, because last week I believe it was 70 something. So that means this week most likely we're in our 60s of the countdown. But anyway, who knows? Manje guys. Very soon we're going to be voting. But it's actually good that we're seeing people doing campaigns, and we're seeing supporters actually showing up. Let's hope they're not going to be like boogos.
So the candidate says his focus remains on development, people-centered leadership, and bringing meaningful change to Ndola Central. So but then one thing that is more it's how these people come in when it is where a lot of people are campaigning, because a lot of people are my stories. So for me, sometimes because ma campaign so pajapamine bantu you're doing things that meaningful.
You do a bit of charity
work.
You go in the field, you find out what are some of the things that communities are facing, the challenges and all that, and what you as an aspiring leader in the upcoming elections you can try to do. Because you can actually work hand in hand with the councillors of that same community and try to just, better things and
Yeah.
and that will help. Because you're waiting to campaign, by then you're not necessarily like campaigning, like officially you saying, okay, I'm campaigning, but then you're just showing to say you definitely have the heart for the people. You have the heart for the community and you truly want to help.
Yeah.
Because even when elections approach, people won't even think much of it. They'll just be like, oh, uyu muntu nakudala tenzo vichita zotishita vintu vabwino even before the elections.
Yeah.
This person has been there for us.
Because when you look at it, we've had a lot of stories, we've had a lot of promises, we've had a lot of, and you find that bantu anzoka bantu sibayivala. Automatically ababewa mavota sibayivala. They will definitely remind you, especially paper japeka zaka indache wrong atipa. They will definitely remind you that you once said this and that, but why?
Story just recently, as a matter of fact, nambaje story mtaoni nishvakamba mbaje no isavanati promise apo ati stiza kagulapo kaunga kopima oloka saladi kopima maye apa muiona ene chaika So people don't forget.
Definitely,
people don't forget. So when you're campaigning to people and you promise them that you're going to do things, you promise them that they won't be load shedding.
Yeah.
You promise them that they won't have to buy a bag of mealie meal at 300 kwacha or 400 kwacha. They won't have to, spend so much on cooking oil, on, certain household commodities and the like. If you promise government to say government this, that, and everything, because we don't understand exactly how inflation works, how the economy just functions in general. We just feel like maybe I'm a president.
Yeah.
In as much as we don't do that, it's also important as a leader to just be transparent. When you're transparent with the people will know and they'll be able to understand. So, okay, this is what's currently happening in the country. The country is facing, this economic crisis. They'll be able to understand. There are people that are reasonable enough and they'll be able to understand.
Yeah.
So, this is why people are also suggesting to say maybe financial literacy should be implemented in schools, starting from the secondary level, that's junior secondary, all the way up to senior secondary. It's going to make it easier for young people to also understand, to say this is what the country is facing.
Yeah.
This is why the fuel prices have gone up, which is very important.
Yeah, I think, we just need to have people who definitely stand on what they say.
Exactly.
Because
they just need to stand on
at the end of the
say.
day, you find that the Vietnam communities, people are just saying things and saying things,
but we're not seeing them. That's what the problem is.
What's this? The question to our viewers is, what qualities do you look for in a parliament candidate or in your councillor, in Urionse? Nima qualities bwanja mnem masakila. Comment below and we'll definitely read your comments. We'll definitely get back to your comments, because you need to open up. As we said from the beginning, we always say your voice matters here at LCM Lunch Break. So when you comment, we'll definitely read your comments and we'll definitely recommend them. Otherwise, say your views and say the qualities of people that you want. Because we are tired of stories as well.
Sure.
So we definitely need people that will serve us accordance to what we want as the people. People who will put us first. First that, tinangene sa zambili makampeni. So first itibwezeko. Then manjeti ambe, no.
Yeah,
we don't. Comment.
Yeah,
comment.
We've actually, in school, we learned something to say at... what was that? Something to do with, is it governance? Governance is for the people, by the people. Is it governance?
Yeah.
Should be something like that. I don't know, I forgot. It's been long since I've been to school.
Yeah.
But yes, it's definitely for the people. So leadership is not just about that individual being in office. As leaders, especially these people that we're putting in these parliamentary seats, of course, those people are there to act as servants of the people.
Yeah.
Not that the people become their servants, no. But it's supposed to be them being servants of the people.
Yeah.
And ensuring that their people are being, looked after in a right manner as well. So that's what leadership is all about. It's not about you being selfish and always wanting to, people to bow down to you. But it's now about you ensuring ensuring that the people that you're leading are in good health.
Yeah.
They are, you know, doing the right things. You're also doing the right thing for them, for the community, and just to bring development as usual.
Yeah.
So right now we're going to move on to our fourth story. Of course, this story is of a 19-year-old boy who drowned in an incident that has left many people saddened. Reports indicate that the young man's friends initially believed he was simply playing and having fun in the water, only to later realize something had gone terribly wrong. So the tragic incident has reignited conversations, actually. It has ignited conversations around water safety, supervision, and how quickly dangerous situations can unfold. As schools and communities continue organizing recreational activities, many people are calling for increased awareness of swimming safety and emergency responsibility. This is something that actually took place in South Africa. So there was a young man who was with his friends, and they were having fun, actually. They were just seated. It's a thing of, okay, I don't know, maybe we can actually play that video for them even before we dive right into this conversation. Okay, so yeah, this is what happened to this young boy. So this boy was with his friends, and they were standing. It was like just a lake. Just the lake. They're just there, you get it. They're just having fun. And then this boy jumps into the water. And from there, they're thinking, oh, maybe our friend. But what, do you know the first thing I noticed when the boy jumped into the water? I saw how the boy was just moving the hands up and down. I get it, they're friends. But for me, I actually saw that someone didn't know how to swim. And they were trying to struggle. But then the people that were there thought maybe aseka kochabe. Then after maybe a good 2 minutes or so, they noticed that the person had submerged in water and they're not coming out of the water. They're calling onto their friend, and their friend is not responding. Nothing is happening on the water. Not until they went to start now calling for help and everything. And that's how they found that the boy actually had died.
That's bad, yeah?
Very sad.
But for Manzi, the way you're saying that they were having fun, can you have fun, Manzi?
Manzi, okay, very questionable.
The way you are saying it, Madam Precious, that they were having fun.
No, that's according to the reports that came in. The person, they were having fun just by the lake, and the friend decided to just jump into the water.
You can never have fun, Pani Manzi. That's the truth, in fact. Manzi in Manzi. You know, it's going to
and you know, it's something that also got me questioning to say, did the boy actually know how to swim? Or did those guys know to say that their friend didn't know how to swim? Because it looked like he didn't know how to swim.
No, but in as much as you know how to swim, but water is water.
Yes, water is water, but
then because at the end of the day, you find that water, ima pesika che time yakati mpamvu za sirako pepa jange na che oboneka pomunga suzi wonyaya. Sometimes, you know, but water is water. That's what I can say. And you can never be playing kufupi na manzi.
Because, you know, it's a thing of, you just know how people with Western manners.
Do you know how to swim?
Oh, no, let me tell you a story of how I almost drowned back in kindergarten or something. I almost drowned, and from that time, I don't like being around the pool itself. So yes, we have people that like being in water most of the time. People that like go to swimming pools, you get it, all those places, they just go there and have fun and the like. But then this was a lake. This was a lake. And these people were about, okay, it's just shocking that you couldn't notice that your friend is actually drowning, and you had to wait for a very long period of time until you could respond to say, okay, this person has drowned, let's go and call for water. Why would you even dive into the water in the first place, knowing fully well that you don't know how to swim?
No, me actually, I don't even know how to swim. So yeah, I don't even wish to know.
No. I don't
even wish to. No, I'm okay like this.
Don't worry, I'll take you for swimming.
No, it's okay.
We're not going. No, don't worry, guys. Don't worry, viewers. You're not going to hear any reports of one of us having to drown. But yes, this is a sad development in South Africa. Of course, I believe it happened in South Africa. Yeah. But yes, he did drown, and it's honestly sad.
It's very
and
sad.
very tragic to say the least. Let's be careful, because I believe just recently we saw a video of these two boys. a man found them playing by the lake, and the man just got there and they started beating the Tema children to say, imawe msoberera kumanzi muziba mundu mama lekesa kuti ngozi zizichitika. That yambo blame manje my parents want to send nakulekereran, but you get it. Bijavaso, which is very good. Yeah, it's very good. It's important that we're seeing adults as well trying to be, proactive, trying to be as active as they possibly can be in ensuring that children are safe. Because we have people in the rural areas where we're seeing and everything in the like. And as adults, it doesn't matter whether mwana wako si mwana wako, but ukamuona cheo mwana nkamwana kakamina ku edge kwa manzi, anything can happen. They can try to do something. Try to act as fast as you can, because anything can happen.
Yeah, definitely. But so you guys keep safe, keep safe.
True.
Especially when it comes to water, definitely don't play with water. Also, so man's in your bodies, because
bodies are charged in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's so. Otherwise, that's what we had for you in today's segment of Lunch Break. Of course, I've been your lovely presenter, Precious Piri, and
Josiah Mwanza here.
Of course. So right about now, we're going to take a short break, and you'll be joined by Nadius, taking you into entertainment and sports as usual right here on Lunch Break. Otherwise, see you guys next time.
At LCM Channel, we have great programs for all age group. 80% local content. LCM TV. Doing it the right way.
Join LCM TV channel, live every Tuesday with court news updates. On Thursday, we go live with environmental updates. Catch us every Saturday as we go live in your community. News on the go with LCM channel. Doing it the right way.
Governor Space every Thursday at 21 hours on LCM TV. We bring your leaders to account and explain things that they will do for you. Catch the discussion 21 hours on LCM TV. LCM TV, doing it the right way.
Are you looking for the best aerial cinematography to capture your environment from above in 4K? Well, look no further. At LCM TV, we've got you covered with our professional drone and pilot that will enable you to shoot from unique perspectives. We deliver breathtaking shots with different recording modes such as photos, videos, panorama, time-lapse, and many more. For more info, contact the numbers on your screen. Get the best area shots with LCM TV.
right, welcome back, lovely people, and thank you once again for staying tuned here on the lunch break here on LCM TV, where we know how to do it the right way. So this is a time where we get to gist you some of the interesting trending stories in entertainment and in sports. I'm sure you guys did vibe to the trending stories that my fellow colleagues here they interacted with you, but I'm here to talk about what's trending in entertainment and sports. So to begin with, in entertainment, so something is trending online, and this involves Brian Chanda. So social media personality named Gina expressed her disappointment over a fake handbag Brian Chanda bought her. So we are all familiar with Brian Chanda. If you don't know Brian Chanda, please search Brian Chanda Innovations on Facebook, and you definitely know this young man. So he's an entrepreneur, and he does fine. He deals with clothes, phones, and many other things just to do with in the business circle. So here comes a lady, a social media personality named Gina. She said he bought her a fake Louis Vuitton, a bag, a handbag. And imagine, how can Brian Chanda get something that fake? Hey, because okay, the young man, I'm not saying he has got boasting, but he has been doing fine in his business. We have been seeing people, you know, purchasing his stuff, phones, even clothes, but him to just get a fake handbag, that's really saddening. But what's your take on this one? If you love Mulomo, if you love social media gists, I'm sure you have something to say about this. But what's your take on this? What do you have to say? So we do have a video of Gina where she was expressing her disappointment. So take a look at this video for more.
But I've been trying to get back into like the Zambian dating pool. I've only been single for like 4 months. So I've been wanting to open myself back up and put myself out there. When I had just come back from New York, I actually got a text from Brian Chanda right on TikTok. I didn't know who he was before I came here. I just stalked his TikTok and thought nothing much of it. So I didn't really know anything. We didn't even have much of a conversation. As soon as we texted, he asked me to go out to eat, and then I was like, why not? He kind of tells me that he's like a celebrity here, whatever. I didn't really think much of it. I don't really care too much about clout. So we go to an early dinner at Flame. It was actually a good time. He was a little bit touchy, but it was a good time. Mind you, the date was going well, but he decided to take it upon himself to like tell me how much money he makes and what's in the accounts and whatever, how he runs his business and whatever. And I mean, it's good. I like when people do talk about their passion, right? But then on a random Tuesday, he comes over to like pick where I wanted to go. I thought like, okay, he's going to surprise me. And next, he sends me the location. It's showing this place. I didn't get my hair done at Radisson. There is a salon there. And I only stay 7 to 11 minutes away from all of those places. So why would you book me a ride to go somewhere that's like 30, 40 minutes away from me? On top of that, it was raining that day. So I kind of got soaked a little bit. So I really wasn't so happy with that. Mind you, I'm not in the business of wanting something from someone who doesn't have it. That's not the kind of person I am. I would much prefer that if I want something from a man and I'm asking for it, is because I know he has it. I'm not going to ask anything of a guy that doesn't have it. The cherry on top is that this guy has a girlfriend. Had a girlfriend, has a girlfriend, I have no idea. At the time, I wasn't aware. So it's kind of crazy because I saw some photos of them. I think they were Valentine's Day photos. I did go ahead and stalk him a little bit more, and that's how I found out he had a girlfriend. And I saw some photos of like, I think a Valentine's Day shoot he did with his girlfriend. And honestly, I even wonder if there was anything in those boxes, because the way that men present themselves sometimes, it really is such a facade. I mean, like, he's cheap, he's touchy. I definitely don't recommend. I would not go on a date with him again. But
so there you have it, lovely people. That's what Gina had to say over the fake handbag. But hey, I do not know if the handbag was fake. We don't know, but she said it was fake. And for Brian Chanda to just get a fake handbag, hey, it's concerning. But however, moving on, Magnet had something to say over this trending story. So Magnet wants Brian Chanda to avoid dating slay queens with empty pockets over the trending story of Gina. So here comes Magnet telling his friend that the young man should avoid dating slay queens with empty pockets. Ish. But again, I feel like this will not sit well for some people out there, because the word itself, slay queens with empty pockets. I believe slay queens have got money, but what do you think? Who do you think a slay queen really is? Ish. Okay, so moving on in another interesting story where the dance group and the pride of Uganda known as the Ghetto Kids feature in Shakira's latest 2026 World Cup song. And for those of you who know Shakira, you know that this is a milestone for Uganda. Shakira is a very, very good, talented artist. She has sung a lot of songs. We do know some songs she sang way back in 2002, 20 something there. She's really amazing, and for an African dance group to feature on her music video, it's a milestone. Come on. And these kids have they have really made us proud as Africa, not only Uganda, but I'm African and proud about what they achieved. So the Ghetto Kids, this is a dance group in Uganda. You know, it participated by the kids, let me just say teens, and these guys, amongst these guys, there's some orphans, people who lost their parents, and then they're taken under care by a certain group of people, and then they just discover, you know, dance as one of the major talents they can possess, and they start just dancing. And of recent, we did see them at America's Got Talent. They did absolutely amazing there, and a lot of white people really fell in love with African music. So these guys are doing pretty well, and I'm happy that they got to feature on the music video, the best music video that has come out 2026. We know Shakira. When Shakira releases a song, it is a jam. Okay, and we dive right into sports right about now. So today, Kompa Queens striker Rachel Kundananji celebrates her birthday. So happy birthday, Rachel Kundananji. I'm sure as we are heading to the tournament, to the pre-tournament of the WAFCON, these girls will definitely need to bring their A game. And today she celebrates her birthday, and we say, as LCM, and me particularly here, Nadia as your presenter, I say happy birthday to her. She's really amazing. All right, thank you for sticking around here on the lunch break. Before we dive right into the remaining stories, we take a break and then we'll be right back. See you after a short break.
Lishima Classic Media, we can brand your brand. From backdrops to roll-up banners, vinyl and PVC banners, gazebo tents, t-shirt printing, flag banners, business cards. Get branded with Lishima Classic Media today, because here at Lishima Classic Media, we're doing it the right way.
Welcome back, lovely people, and thank you once again for staying tuned here on the lunch break on LCM TV, where we know how to do it the right way. With me, your presenter, Nadia Stubo. All right, so we continue now. We are still in sports. So in addition, 3 days to go ahead of the pre-WAFCON tournament. So this is a very interesting, one of the interesting stories that we have. So we get to see the likes of Rachel Kundananji, Evelyn Katongo going head-to-head with these other teams that are participating in this tournament. So this tournament is basically just to keep these ladies in check ahead of the WAFCON coming up. So some of the teams that will be participating participating are Zimbabwe and Malawi. So these are just the one of the teams that will be participating. They will only participate about 4 teams, which is Zambia, Malawi, Zimbabwe, and another team, of course, that is yet to be presented. And we just want to wish them good luck, and I believe you as well would want to wish the girls good luck, as they will be preparing for this coming WAFCON. They need to keep in check, they need to keep physique, so this tournament will help them achieve that. All right, and moving on again on another news, Chipolo Polo midfielder David Simukonga pictured with football legend Lionel Messi in the streets of New York. Oh goodness, it's crazy. So this is one of the interesting trending stories online as well. WF has posted a photo. And on the photo, we get to see a poster, and on the poster, there's David Simukonga and Lionel Messi. All right, so this is all to advertise the World Cup that is coming up. So they used Lionel Messi's photo, of course, but again, we got to see our own pride, David Simukonga, on it, and it's hanging in the streets of New York. And this is quite amazing for us as Zambians. Like we always say, Zambia Kuchalo. But it's funny how I saw some of the funny comments in the comment section on the first page, where people saying, so do you think this is an achievement for us Zambians? So do you think somebody standing behind Lionel Messi, who's a Zambian player, is an achievement? But for me, yeah, it is an achievement. So that photo was taken when Zambia and Argentina, they had a friendly match. So, you know, that's where the whole thing came out. That's where they took the photo, where Messi was dribbling, and then David Simukonga was behind him. But it's a milestone for Zambia, and I'm sure David is feeling great, amazing, hanging in the streets of New York. Come on, it's really, really amazing. Okay, so that's all that we had in entertainment and sports. With me, your lovely presenter, Nadia Chiwo. Thank you so much for staying tuned here on The Lunch Break here on LCM TV, where we know how to do it the right way. Be sure to join us again on Friday, as my other colleagues will be interacting with you some of the interesting trending stories, local trending stories, and current affairs, where I will be coming up again with trending stories in entertainment and in sports. And we do know that the World Cup is around the corner, so you wouldn't want to miss the updates, the football analysis here on The Lunch Break here on LCM TV, where we know how to do it the right way. It has been me, your presenter, Nadia Chiwo. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye bye.